When I first really got into sewing, I sort of stole my mum's sewing machine, which is about 20 years old and very broken, but I made it work. And you know, I love that thing. I would sew so much on that thing. And then for Christmas that year, my mum got me a brand new sewing machine and it was absolutely lovely. So beautiful. Hi, my name's Dani. I'm 20 years old and I run Dani Allen Designs. First ever sewing or fashion class I took was when I was in year 7 and I was absolutely horrendous at it. After doing sewing through year 7, 8 and 9, I quit through year 10 and 11, but I dropped out of ATAR to go back to sewing as a joke actually, because I was so bad at it, and that's where I fell in love with it, you know? When I was in year 12, I was in my careers class actually, and we had to make up a brand, and I thought of Dani Allen Designs. Yeah, just then it was an assessment for some made up brand, but I really liked the idea of it. And so when I went to my sewing class the next day, I sort of started working more towards that, towards creating my brand and my label. I offer through my website where I sell things like shirts with funny print, scrunchies, a couple earrings that are going up soon, and it also gives customers an option to contact me directly to have custom made garments. When I get inspired by something, it doesn't leave my head, it sticks. I go to the fabric shops, I look at the colours and all the fabrics, what I like. I then go onto my iPad, I draw up a mood board with the sort of vibes that I'm after, the vibes and colours, and then I draw up a design. I usually print that off and stick it up. After I've got my design, I go and gather my materials. I create myself a pattern using calico and dress blocks to design my own thing, and then cut out the fabric and put it all together. So welcome to my sewing room, or the office as I call it sometimes. Let me show you around a little bit. Here we've got my big bad industrial sewing machine. This thing is quite scary. Over here we have my overlocker. This is what I use for doing quite a lot of stretch garments, along with just finishing off the edges to make sure they're quite nice. I keep my spools of thread over here, a bunch of little knickknacks. Up here I have my printable and adhesive vinyls. I've got my Cricut right here, of course my mannequin. I've got another mannequin as well, an adjustable one, which is quite handy. And then my printer, my domestic machine. I've also got a heat press as well. I would say the most rewarding part was when I made cast shirts for the cast of Wizard of Oz at Roxy Lane Theatre. And just that feeling of rolling my clothes rack full of all these shirts into the theatre and seeing how excited the cast was to see their shirts with Wizard of Oz and a green glittery cutout and their names on the back, and that was a really special moment. So welcome to the photo shoot location. The whole vibe of the thing is very whimsical and forest fairy. This is Jess. Hello. She has modelled for us before and she is absolutely stunning. Definitely one of the best. Oh my god! You look like a fairy queen. Yay! A bit of a lean forwards as well. I am a people pleaser. I like to make people happy. And when I see that people are wearing things that I've made, it makes me feel like they love it and I've made them happy. And so that always just makes me feel 10 times better. I find my inspiration from staring into a candle or looking at the grass or just glancing out the window and going, hey, the sky looks pretty today. Or even looking into my own mental health helps me envision and create. Fashion isn't just fashion, it's art. So, you know, artists paint their feelings. I sew my feelings. When it comes to fashion and art in general, yes, you want it to be something that everyone's going to love, but at the same time, it's got to be for you. I would say if you're someone who has a passion, do it. Go for it. You know, yes, you may fail, but you're never going to know if you don't try. Would you rather, you know, do something you love where you might succeed, or do something you hate?